What's good, YouTube? It is your boy, Just Bra, back at it again with another YouTube video. And today, guys, we're going to be on some anime shit right here. Typically, the whole channel isn't gonna be for real too much anime, but it's just something that I've really got into like these past months, and I've really been enjoying the hell out of it. And I just wanted to give y'all my opinions on some good animes that y'all can get hip on. And yeah, these are like my top fives that I can give y'all. Yeah, so make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. We about to get into this, so let's go. Alright, so the first on the list, we have Akame ga Kill. Alright, so Akame ga Kill is honestly, like, I feel like it's really slept on. I don't hear too many people at all talking about this show. Like, the only person that I've really heard even talk about this show or mention it was RCD. And we already know they the huge anime channel, or not really anime channel, but they talk about anime. And they're the people that I got hip off it from. And it's really good. The first episode is already diving you deep into the craziness of what's going on. And I highly recommend you guys go and watch it. Our main character, not gonna lie, I kind of forgot his name. I haven't watched it in a minute, but our main character, he gets introduced into the world. He goes off to make money to support his village so that they all can live. When he goes to this other village, he thinks that everybody's nice, just like how where he was before. He thinks that it's gonna be a straight little place that he can make money from, maybe join the army, and then try to get some bread there. And what happens was he meets this girl that he later finds out is a part of this night raid group that she pretty much finesses him. And it sets a course of the entire show. And it gets crazier from then and out. And the show is surprisingly really gory. I didn't expect it to be so like crazy and brutal, but my bloody animes, I love my my gory shows, because it makes it more of an interesting watch, especially fights. But yeah, so I highly recommend it. And yeah, and it also introduces like a different type of power scaling system to it, because they have these things called imperial arms, and they're not typically what you'd see in a typical anime, like on DBZ. They got shit coming out their hands or whatnot, but on here they just it's some type of weapons that they use. It's these weapons that they use that are really powerful. And like I said, I haven't watched it in a minute. All I know is that it's a really good anime. I'm saying I haven't watched it in a minute, like I didn't watch it like a few months ago, but yeah, it's really good, and highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. My top two, second on the list, is Erased. And Erased is literally, if you love those murder mystery animes, highly recommend it. It's really good. The story behind it is amazing. It'll literally leave you stunned of how crazy the whole entire story just turns, and it's a lot of corners and twists and all that. It's really good, and I highly recommend it for those people who aren't just as invested as in liking shit because of how actiony it is or how much fighting and shit go on. But it's really good. And for those people, like I said, for those people who love murder mystery animes, or like some some Law and Order type shit. But like, yeah, let me get into what it's about. Like I said, I haven't watched this one in a minute either, but it's about this guy who gains these special abilities off of a traumatic experience that happened. And he goes back in time and he tries to help his friend who was, you know, or not really his friend, but one of his classmates who ended up getting killed by a mysterious killer. And he doesn't stop getting these flashbacks, or these you know, these flashes to the past, up until he, you know, up until he eventually saves her. I feel like I butchered that whole that whole storyline, but like that's pretty much the gist of it. It's a murder mystery anime. But yeah, I highly recommend it. It's really good. And so my top 3 is Angels of Death. Man, when I tell you Angels of Death is the crazy, it'll literally leave you looking like a question mark after you didn't watch the shit. Like, this is one of the animes that I had got requested a lot by my friend, and I don't know why I slept on it so badly. Maybe because I never really heard of it. Maybe because, you know, I don't know. Because usually when it comes to anime, I kind of find shit by myself. I don't really like go off of you know, what people suggest me or whatever. I kind of just find stuff myself. And Angels of Death is really, really good, and it also has one of my favorite openings. If if like I'm telling you, once you hear it, you'll just get to jamming. No question about it. But yeah, it's really, really good. Another one that's highly recommended. The story is about this girl named Rachel who randomly ends up in this like this abandoned hospital, and she ends up on this floor. And then in one of the floors, she meets this guy. Damn, I forgot his name. But she meets this guy, and he's a killer. And so he goes to he attempts to try to kill her, but she manages to get away. And then she goes to another floor, and it's the doctor that she saw in a flashback at the beginning of the show. And later finds out that the doctor is there to kill her. And eventually the other guy on the first killing floor comes up to then when she realizes when the other killer told her that her parents had died, and so she pretty much was traumatized by it. And throughout the entire show, she has the most expressionless and saddest anime character you will ever see, and she pretty much begs the other guy to kill her throughout the entire show. And it gets more twisted and, you know, sadistic the more it goes throughout the show. Really, really recommend you guys watch it. All right, so One Piece. I had to add One Piece on here. One Piece is so good, bro. Literally, like, probably one of my favorite animes of all time. Like, hands down. Like, I'd even put it above Dragon Ball Z. The storyline is beautiful. Character development is beautiful. The main antagonist is amazing. It just has one of the most pulling and emotional scenes you will see. One of the best arcs in anime history, Marineford. And look, bro, look. We're gonna get into how long it is later after I review everything else. But literally, the entire Straw Hat crew, they all have amazing storylines of how they ended up on the crew. But like, I'm gonna get into the gist of the summary right here. All right. So at the start, we start off with, you know, my man's Luffy. We first realized, you know, we just offer after the situation, realized that Luffy wants to become the king of the pirates, and the king of the pirates is pretty much somebody nobody wants to fuck with. Is the king of the pirates. And we all know Luffy is a long way from being king of the pirates in terms of, you know, strength and power among other people that's on the show. But yeah, he pretty much wants to become the king of the pirates, and he wants to build up a tough, you know, like a strong crew, which he eventually does. And I'm gonna just get into the characters really briefly. Sanji the cook, Zoro the swordsman, and then Nami the navigator, Chopper the nurse, aka, you know, the doctor. Robin the archaeologist, Frankie the shipwright. Let me check real quick. Oh, yeah, Brooke the musician. How did I forget Usopp? Yeah, Usopp the sniper. It's a really good anime. 900 and like what 39 29 episodes. It's quarantine, man. You can get through them episodes easily. Like it'll literally draw you in the minute you start watching throughout the episodes. And then, I personally think it gets really good once you hit to the 200th episode mark. But look, it sounds long, but like they also have some good fights coming up to that point. They got the Don Krieg, Arlong, the crocodile fight. Like it just takes time. It's still really good if you ask me. One of the greatest animes that I've ever watched, and highly recommend it. All right, and for the last one on my list is I have to put Bleach in there. Bleach. Come on. All right, look. I personally love Bleach. One of my favorite animes, probably one of my top 5. People hate on Bleach so much just because they think it's bland, it's boring. I don't like. Is it people? In my opinion, people who say that are people who haven't fully watched the extent of the entire show. Look, Bleach is real. It is really like the power scaling is trash. Not gonna lie, Ichigo has immense plot armor, but to be honest, nowadays, what shonen anime character does not have plot armor? It's ridiculous, but still though, it's a really good anime. The only thing that I could say is probably boring is probably like kinda sort of the start off of it is kinda slow. But once you get to the Soul Reaper arc, you're hooked. Like after that you're literally hooked. And it's only 200 episodes of watch, or 300 I believe. Yeah, 300 episodes of watch. And then it's a lot of not a lot, but a lot of fillers that you can either watch or skip over. I personally don't really like watching fillers. I kind of just gloss over them, but yeah, really good show. I would recommend it if you haven't watched it. People who say don't watch it are people who probably either haven't watched the full extent of the anime or just I don't know. I don't even know what to tell you. I don't know how you could hate Bleach. Like, action on there is fire. Like, Kenpachi against the fight with Ichigo and Kenpachi, Ichigo and Byakuya, Okiota. Like, come on, bro. Like, Aizen. Like, man, it's just a lot of great fights. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys get around to watching these videos. And oh yeah, and also I wanted to mention that these are like a little quarantine watch, because I'm pretty sure quarantine's still going on. I don't know. I personally don't even think that quarantine is still even a thing with all that's going on with George Floyd. But yeah, this is what you can watch if you're just trapped in the house and you want to get to watching anime. I've watched a lot of anime since last year and the start of this year, so I'd recommend getting into anime. The start of now is honestly, anime has kind of like grown surprisingly in its hype. But yeah, that is gonna be all, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up if you want any more anime related videos. I want to try to like expand the channel a little bit more into a lot of other stuff, but I'm kind of limited on what I do. I'm literally using my phone to edit and record and shit, but we getting there, man. We getting there. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it. Peace.